An endless multiverse of possibilities awaits you, with champions from worlds both familiar and entirely unique to this strange realm. They wait to have their true power unleashed by the Summoner. Champions are forever.
Guess who's back? Back again. Shadow's back. Tell a friend. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? We are live once again. Hope everybody's doing well today. I had to update and reboot my machine, so let me know if there's anything that you notice that's wonky. I was just talking for a little bit and I noticed that my mic had reset to the default, which is the device that does not work. It's not even plugged in. And I had to reset it, so we'll see what else has reset. But Nurser, first one in, followed by Epignosis. And good morning, Shadowverse. T. Smitty in the building. Quick in and out. Wife and I are running errands. Okay. Have fun. IFAZ, what's up, man? I'm doing good. How about you? AB, what's up? We checked on Ace Stream a few days ago. And I think you have the highest PvP score in MCOC. Haven't seen anyone even close. Really? There were, well, I guess maybe they stopped and that's why. But there were people who grinded Arena way more than I did. But I guess they weren't as consistent. Because I know there was there were some that I saw that had more, but haven't seen them lately. But okay. Teco Jr., what's up, man? Hope you're having a blessed day, my friend. Atomic Elephant, just come in here, stomping in. Boom, boom. All right. If you're wondering what I'm doing, hello. While I'm chatting with you. That's what I'm doing. Ooh, nice and smooth. Lucky, what's up, man? Oh, maybe BG was Arena Madman. He was my inspiration, too. He's the reason I started doing Arena so consistently. And then after a while, I started doing more Arena than him. Because I was trying to catch up. He hasn't played for a year, yeah. He was only at 480. Yeah, I started doing way more Arena than him. That much I know. But there were people who I thought had higher, but it's been a while since I saw them. So, you know, we're talking years. So they were probably higher than me at one point in time. And they may not play anymore. It'd be really easy to catch up if they're not even playing. If they stop playing and I kept going for years. Yeah. All right. Hold on. Gotta make sure the hair's looking smooth. Get around the ears. Okay. What hair? Yup, exactly. Woo. That feels smooth. Okay. I'm slowly pushing for C6. I'm at 132 points right now. I'm not even in the gladiator circuit. Okay, now let's see. First, let me check. We got 30 minutes left, huh? Let's see. Okay. They're going there. They're going there. What do you look like? Oh. Power shield. Here I come to save the day. All righty. Yummy. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. Power shield. Come on, brother. Hit him with it. Oh, yeah. Nasty. Just came bulldozing through. Okay, yep, he finished his fight. And so we are all good. And of course I'm gonna cross these lines even though it doesn't matter. Go figure. Yeah, cross that line, you. Nah. Oh, man. All right. Looks like we're done there. All right. Let's see. We'll do some auto fighting here. Because I don't want to forget. Which almost happened before. It actually almost did. Luck Volisha. How do I say your name? Is it Volisha or Voltia? But you are up in lights. I got your name up there as a member. Do you remember? But good afternoon to you as well. All right. Let's get some of our energy used up. And then we'll jump into the arena. Boss grind arena. Voltia. Voltia. Like the Black Clover character. I actually don't know how to say the Black Clover's character's name. Oh, man. So, Voltia. Woohoo! Epignosis, resubscribe. That's what's up. Hold up. Let me see. Can I? Hopefully this won't mess things up, but if it does, I'll shut it down. Just shut it down. Shut it down. But thank you for your resubscription, Epignosis. Come on, come on. There we go. Recent events. Let's see if it shows me the recent event. Streamlabs. Sometimes it does, sometimes it don't. Okay, let's see. Doesn't look like it is. I see Red Rock subscription. That was a day ago. I'll leave it running and see if it'll pick it up. Because I know that's on Twitch, so I don't know. Maybe they stopped doing that. I'll have to look, because one thing that I've noticed that will happen to me, especially on Twitch, is they'll update some features or add some features or something like that, and then you'll get reset back to the default, whatever it is. And I'll go in there and I'm like, what's going on? I had this turned on, you know? It's because they probably added something to it, turned it off so that you could actively go in and turn it on. So that might be what's happening. So I need to make sure I check that later on Twitch. You know, like sometimes Streamlabs might not even be running on Twitch. In fact, you know what? While this is auto fighting, let me go over here to Twitch and see. Actually, let me log into Streamlabs first. Log in, and we'll log into the Twitch one this time. Do you remember? we'll see. Make sure it's actually on. Let's see. CloudBot. Yep, it's active on Twitch. And active on YouTube. All right, cool. So the bot is there. Let's see if there's anything going on with the. Well, I guess if they're both on there, on the bot. Let's see, creator dashboard. Let's see what's up. Alerts. Yeah, see, anytime they add anything, the user alert. So I might have to go back. I know my alerts are still there, but I think they're turned off. Okay. Settings. Stream. Okay. Don't see anything crazy. We might have to just sit down and go through the different features. Sometimes they will do that. All right. Anytime I reboot my machine, I have certain programs running like all the time that I use a lot, and I'll look for one, and it's not running, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. Okay. Yep, let's get that invulnerability boost back up while we can. Off season, and we are grinding. Okay. Now, let's is there anything else? Oh, Frankencastle is in there. Okay, we need to fix that. Okay. What we got here? Still got that going. And I'll probably run that. I'll run that as well later. Okay, so let's see. Let's get the cutoff stuff going. Ah, so War Machine. So War Machine is the basic champ. And then we got Frankencastle. I don't think I downloaded him. Let's see. Search. Search, I say, search. Are you not searching? Or do you not find anything? No, maybe you didn't find anything. All right, let's go grab his portrait. I don't know much of anything about this guy. There's Frankencastle. Uh-oh. Okay. I thought they hadn't gotten his portrait in here yet. There he is. So handsome. Okay. Pictures. No. Where's the champion portraits? Where are my champion portraits? There they are. Alright, and I already know I have to do this anytime there's a new champ. And I grab the new profile, and I'm gonna figure a way to go back because I want to do it. The problem is on the website, it's not normalized. They have different sizes on the website. So I chose a size that was the original size, but they have ones now that are a bit larger. And so I have to constantly reduce the resolution. But it's all good. We will, it doesn't take long at least. Just a little annoying is all. Okay, come on, Frankencastle. Scale image. From 256 to 115. 115. And then overwrite. Now, should be able to grab old Frank in here without a problem. At least I only have to do it once. Where you at, Frankie? Frankie? Where the heck? There you go, Frankie. That might be why. You know what? Let's close this out and browse again. There we go. Weird. All right, so we got him in there. Let's close this out. Close that out. Okay. Close that down. What is with these Wave 2 relics? What do you mean? They're the new relics. And they decided to separate them out that way. So you got your Generation 1 that was first released. And now you got Generation 2 that was just recently released. Frankie, do you remember me, Frankie? Yeah, they use the same shards. It's just they're new. They're the new ones. Remember they said that they were going to release them. They had a bunch to release, and they were going to release them in waves. They weren't going to release them all at once. So that's all you're seeing. It's just the second wave of launches for the relics. So you just have different ones, but they're still, you know, StatCast relics. So no difference really, just new. And I think for my my video for tomorrow, I'm gonna open up a Titan, some 7 stars, and a bunch of those relics. And we will go from there. But war season is finally over. All that pain. Actually, I had fun this war season because I had Bastion. Those of you who watched my war video, did you see the big mistake that I made when I brought in Crossbones? Now, I did see somebody mention a synergy that would have kept at least a little bit. It would have made it a little bit easier, but he still wasn't a good, I don't think he was a good matchup for that node, but making him null immune would have helped a lot because I wouldn't have had to deal with that regen as much. So I might have been able to do it if I had the right synergy, but why do all that? We'll just go in there with Dazzler from now on. Stephen Hart, what's up, man? Nearly got second 7-star to rank 3. Uh-oh. Then I can join with the Last Path and Boss to Valiant. Okay. Hulk is the chosen one. You know I love my Hulk, right? Hulk, my boy. Always gonna be my boy. Yeah, love Hulk. If you don't remember, Hulk is actually the reason that I gravitated towards this game. I mean, the graphics attracted me for sure. But when I first saw it, I was like, a Marvel game, a fighting game, I wonder if I can play Hulk. I knew nothing about the game or anything like that. All I wanted to do was play with Hulk, you know? And then I got in and I kept trying to get Hulk, and I didn't realize that initially you couldn't even get him. He wasn't even in the crystal. I was so mad when I found that out. I was like, how y'all gonna do that? It's like, how you gonna have a Marvel game and I can't even get Hulk? I was like, that don't make no sense. And then later, I remember they gave, I finally did, because he came around, you know, but they gave away a free, what was it? Might have been a free 4-star or a 3-star. I had already had him at that time, so. But when I saw what they did to him and his kit, I was like, no. I was like, who hates him? First, it was hard to even get him because they didn't want to put him in the crystal. And then they made him a chump instead of a champ. And I waited almost 10 years. And they finally made Hulk. Now, if they can just bring in World Breaker Hulk, that'd be nice. I think those are the, if I'm thinking about it, those are the 3 champs I would love to see in the game. World Breaker Hulk, Cloak and Dagger, and of course Gru, who I know is not going to come in here. But those 3, I swear, and they would need to make Gru. I want to see Gru kind of in the animation of Spider-Ham. Caveman. Ooh! What up? Keeping tropical fish at home can help you feel calm and relaxed thanks to all the indoor fins. Speaking of calm, Caveman. Endorphins. I used to keep tropical fish too, and yeah, they did. Until my sister killed them. Although she swears it wasn't her, it was another girl that was supposedly being watched. My mom had like a daycare. And my room it was actually located in the house next door. We bought 2 houses, broke down a wall, and made a bridgeway. So you could get to the other house by going across the bridge and then right into my bedroom and then opening that door into the other house. And they, I think we didn't even have a drape, no privacy, nothing. And so, you know, I'm at school, they there, nothing to stop them from coming in. Come on. Come on, girl. Come on. There you go. Come on. All right. Hit him with it. So I come home from school and find, let's see, because they did it twice. The first time, there was just a bunch of food in there, and my fish were just belly up. The next time I found them belly up, it was oil that they had just put all on the, you know, all in the water. Yeah, I was not happy, let me tell you. And you better believe if I ever met that girl, well, she wouldn't be a girl now. Probably a grandma if she ain't if she's still with us. But I still talk to her about it. Like, you killed my fish. She be in her 40s. And I'd be like, how you gonna compensate me for my fish? Oh man, Andy Beckett, what's up? How you doing, man? All right, ooh, let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. What is that? Laddie? What up, man? Welcome, welcome. We just coolin'. Do I do giveaways? I haven't. Who knows? Maybe in the future. What would be nice is if I could get a sponsored giveaway, like Kabam give us, you know, some free codes or something like that. That'd be awesome. I would definitely do that. Or like Triple G If I could get some, you know, like Apple cards or something like that, I could do that. YT user, what's up, man? I'm coolin'. So update on Jamaica. Looks like it wasn't as bad as it could have been. Wasn't as bad as it could have been. We haven't heard any disastrous news from family that are in Jamaica, so hopefully we won't get any. And I know it moved on to Cuba. I don't think we have anybody in Cuba, though. That Rat, what's up, man? Thoughts on Destroyer? I like him. He's cool looking. And he's really good against folks that like to have buffs. So basically, most cosmics, he'll tear them up. You really don't want to fight him with cosmics if you can help it. Or somebody that relies on a lot of buffs. But I like him. He's pretty cool. I don't use him a lot. Because I have, you know, I have my favorite champs that I've been using. You know, like Bastion. But yeah. I think, did I take him up? Can't remember if I took him up to rank 3 yet. I might have just took him to rank 2. Oh, they playing with me. Hold up. Timid. I also like Gentle. Gentle's pretty cool. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, man. All right, hold on for a second. There we go. That's better. That going, alrighty. Alright. Keep moving. Larry, I don't have any. But that's what I was saying. The Apple cards, if I ever got any to give away, I could do a giveaway. But I don't have any. Hey, Billy D, Beer Belly Buddha, what's up? Yeah, what you talking about, Willis? Do you know, I never knew that he only said, what you talking about, Willis? What was it, like one time? He said, what you talking about, a lot of other people. But he actually didn't say what you talking about, Willis. He never addressed that to Willis. But what, one time or something like that? I was like, oh. Little fun fact. And I was so sad to find out what became of the sister. You know, their older sister. Because I had a crush on her. She was so cute. And I was just like, oh, man. And I never knew what happened to her until I was an adult, and I went and looked, and she didn't have a really nice life from what I saw. They just made an announcement saying they are bringing the current rebalance program to a close. I wondered if they were going to do that, Atomic Elephant. Did you guys watch KT1's video where he was talking about they were in a lose-lose situation? Because they were. This is the way. I'm curious to see what he says about this, because I think this was the only thing they could do. You know, if they still had the program on and they didn't rebalance some champs, you know, there was really not anything they could do. So if they are putting that to a close, I'm wondering what they're going to do from now on. That will be interesting. That'll be very interesting to see what they do. Willis was once, yep. Yeah, I didn't know that. Somebody, I don't remember who, of course, but someone mentioned that on the stream, and I had to look it up. I didn't know. Never knew. But yeah, Atomic Elephant, that is interesting. What's your top favorite champ? It's hard to say my favorite because it depends on what the, you know, situation is. For example, right now, for Path 1 in Alliance War, my favorite champ is Bastion. Hands down. He's also my favorite tech champion. He can do so much. Warlock used to be. Yeah, I just have so many that I like. Oh, no, you didn't. Back up. Let's get into the light. Y'all see this? Look at it. Oh. I ain't even do nothing. She is fun. She is a lot of fun. Good. Stop rebalancing. You remember why the... Oh, whoops. I had my fingers on the wrong keys. You remember why the rebalance program was created? It was created because of Hercules. They were like, no, we don't want another Hercules. But then they weren't really doing anything to prevent. And then they got Serpent and Enchantress and all these other crazy ones that they left alone. And we're like, well, what is it for? If you're going to leave those in as these crazy defenders, then why even bother having it? So, yeah. It's almost like they should make the champs correct before they release them. I know, crazy. Watch them bring out a defender that's so whack it needs to be amended. They've already done that. Odd, I Googled it and it said it was used more than once. The what you talking about, Willis? Nurser? Okay. I see some people saying that, but hold on, let me look at here. Okay. Really? This is not telling me. This told me that he changed his catchphrase. Because I had looked that up, and let me see. Because what they're saying is that he said his catchphrase a lot, but how many times did he actually say Willis? Oh, that's why. Although this says he usually directed it at Willis. So that would be more than one. It says that the exact number is not documented, but it was a recurring element. But I remember seeing okay, let's see. Said to Willis 8 times in season 2. Okay. Okay, well, in that case, I unlearn what I thought I learned, because originally I thought he said it a lot because I watched the show, and then someone on the stream said it was actually only said once to Willis, and then I looked it up and it said that, and I was like, oh, okay, huh. But yeah, he said what you talking about a lot, but apparently he did direct it to Willis more than once. And see, I thought that originally, and then someone mentioned it, and I looked it up and was like, hey, I guess they were correct. But now it looks like they're not. See, keep learning. All these little facts. Different strokes it takes. Different strokes. Let's see. Let's see. Ah, no surprise he got sick of that catchphrase. Yeah. Gary had a short and a very angry life. He was angry. And I can't even blame him, but it's a shame that he was done like that. Let's see. All right. Went down the rabbit hole. Okay, I'll leave that alone for now. Maybe I'll look it up later. I really hope Lizard's gonna be a good champ. Me too. Used 116 times. It was an improvised to original. Yep, I saw that. What's up, Marvel King Saitama? How you doing, man? What up, what up, what up? So Nurser dropping that knowledge. Yeah, but them doing crap to Spider-Woman. Yeah. I don't know if they canceled it. They said that they were going to basically continue doing what they were going to do in the first place and throw us a bone by giving her fumble, I guess, or making her fumble 100% evade something or other. I don't know. Made me quit spending for now. Yeah, I don't blame you. Take a break. I got stuck on Gorin incursions. He regen. Oh no. 20 times I timed out. Never died, but so bad. They need to learn their own nodes. Ay, ay, ay. Were you trying to do the symbiote incursions? Is that what you were doing? Serpent not being fixed was where they screwed the whole thing up. Yeah. Can you imagine? We don't like nerfs. But you had the whole community, the majority of the community saying, nerf him. He needs to be nerfed. He's too much. He needs to be nerfed. And that's the time they decided not to? Can you imagine that? You know, as much as folks, you know, it's almost like they were dedicated to doing what they could to piss everybody off. Oh, you want this champ nerfed? We're not going to. Oh, you don't want this champ nerfed? Okay, we're going to. Who does that? Oh my goodness. It's not the right name for what they're actually doing. No, it's not. Shouldn't have called it rebalance. It should have been correction program. You know why it couldn't be correction program? You know that, right? That's PR. Rebalancing is a PR move. That's PR language. Correction implies that something was wrong, that they made a mistake that they had to correct. So you don't want to use that terminology. They teach you stuff like this in PR. So rebalance is a very neutral one. It can go up, it could go down. They may not be performing kind of the way they like. It's not that we made a mistake. It's just that after seeing how it's going, we're making a different decision. We're just tweaking them a little bit here and there. So yeah, I get why they didn't say correction and why they use rebalance. When they announced it about the rebalance program, I don't know. Does anybody have a link? It's in the official MCOC Discord. Hold on. Let's go there now. Do. See if we find it. We found it. Hold up. I haven't even read it yet. Let me look. All right. Y'all can read that. Greetings, summoners. Following our previous balance update with the announcement of changes to Spider-Woman, the team has taken time to meaningfully review your feedback and has since had many discussions regarding where the rebalance program currently lives and how to best approach champion balance moving forward. After careful consideration, we made the decision to bring the current rebalance program to a close. When the rebalance program first launched, Marvel Contest Champions was in a very different place than it is today, and you had Hercules. The game has evolved tremendously since then, and the program no longer aligns with our current needs. Yeah, okay. You'll still see the upcoming batch update with Falcon, Toad, Spider-Woman, still going to do it, and Deathless Vision. Now, see, that's a buff we're waiting for. But there will be no additional changes through the rebalance program, nor any ongoing monthly updates. As always, we reserve the right to adjust champions if they're critically impacting game health. Oh, I don't know, like serpent. That said, our balanced philosophy will return to its pre-program roots. Thoughtful, targeted interventions and bug fixes were truly necessary. So apparently, serpent wasn't necessary. Looking ahead, we'll be exploring several different systems to maintain a healthy meta and game experience, and to find something that best suits the community. We want to ensure that players feel that their time and investments are fully respected. So here's the thing. Remember that with the rebalance program, you had 6 months, and then you knew that it was safe after 6 months, right? Now you don't know. They're never safe, just so you know. While also giving us tools to address major pain points. Major pain points. Major pain points. You mean like serpent? Swiftly and fairly. We plan to share more details in the coming months, and we'll be communicating any new approach well in advance before anything impacts future champions. Okay. All right. So there you have it. You know, yeah. Let's see. I feel like Kabam staff watched KT1's video about how they were in a totally, yeah. Oh, they watched the videos. They definitely watch videos. They watch our videos. And they read the posts. And sometimes there's not really anything they can do but pass it on. You know? I was wondering how they would have ever got themselves out of this mess. Yeah. Yeah, they see, they're not dumb. What they did, they took, you know, KT1 said it was a lose-lose situation, right? Well, look what they did. Getting rid of the rebalance program was the move. It wasn't a win. It wasn't a loss, was it? So it looked like it was a lose-lose situation, but they came with a solution that was I guess you could call it a win, but it wasn't anything. It wasn't a win. It wasn't a loss. I got Cassandra awakened yesterday, so I might rank for her. She's so fun. How far are you into the new Battlegrounds event? Not very. You know I don't like Battlegrounds. I think I have 890 points, something like that. I mean, getting the it's a lot of fights, but you do have the whole month to do it. I'm gonna start doing the daily and trying to do it bit by bit so that it's not like a whole big marathon. And then we'll see how that goes. No pun intended. Don't want no short man. And who knew he wasn't talking about his height? Woohoo! Naughty girl. The original was once said, "What you talking about, Willis?" But phrase then went to "What you talking about?" Use eyes and ears, folks. Billy the Thrash Heap has spoken. Google Fraggle Rock. Let the music play. Searching for another day. Oh, wait. Oh, man. Down the Fraggle Rock. Ooh. Why you hit me like that? Yeah, little Simbi. But Discord, then mods are in and out, no help at all. Yeah, they just really up to argue. Why I don't go over there. That's the only thing that PR theory that I know. They sure as hell don't have a clue about PR apart from calling it rebalance. Yeah, there's a lot of things that they could have done. I never was officially trained in PR, but my sister is. And I knew other folks that were, and we used to talk a lot. So I picked up a lot of things. It's BS, kabam, shove a branch up the butt to cover their tracks. Oh my goodness. Hey-oh! They should have called it Champion Fix Break Program. Now you know they couldn't do that. Dark Phoenix is another one. Serpent, Enchantress, and Dark Phoenix. Those champs needed a rebalancing. I put it in the Discord. Oh wait, hold up. See, where'd you find it? Because I kept looking for it and I couldn't find I couldn't find it. Hold on, let me see. Oh, you meant the update to the rebalance program. Okay. I thought you meant you found a link that showed the what you talking about. Willis thing. Okay. Thank you, thank you. Oh, no, you didn't. You did not parry me like that. They didn't fix Serpent, even though everyone was begging for it. Yeah, because they wanted to make some short-term money selling counters to him and shaving years off the lifespan of the game. Yeah, I mean, that was crazy. The game hasn't evolved. It's regressed into a primordial sludge. That's no reason to end the rebalance program like they accomplished a mission. They did what they could do. Ending the program was the right move to me. They just nerfed willy-nilly after they milked the money from crystals. Yeah, which is why they just needed to get rid of that program. It wasn't doing what they claimed it was supposed to do. You know, there was a couple of times maybe that they did, but Yeah, now Herc is met. Exactly. Although he's still rocking for me in AQ. If they nerf Dark Phoenix, many will stop spending. Yeah. Because they sold it. Like KT1 said, they went down that road. They really shouldn't have, but they did. Now here's the thing. I have Dark Phoenix, and I got her for free. I did not spend any money to get Dark Phoenix. I spent a lot of time, though, grinding this arena. But when I got Dark Phoenix, all the units I used were pretty much grinded for. I mean, you have a few in there, you know, from the sigil and stuff like that, but not a significant amount. So I got her for free. Whereas a lot of people had to spend a lot of money to get her. I spent not even $1. That's the name of the new original champion. All right, hold on. Come on. Come on. There you go. Come on. I hate when that happens. Oh, I hate when that happens. All right. There we go. Ah, I hate that. It just clips me because I go back a little bit too late, and my dexterity fails, of course, because you can't evade dex that, and then I get clipped. So annoying. Major pain point. Original champion, major pain points. Game is going one way. Money. Notice so many gotchas. Boxes, deals. Yeah. Well, it's been doing that for a while, Billy. Brian Grant mentioned it. He called it out a long time ago. Banquet is suspend units. Have none if bust in game, not arenas. Yeah, I mean, it is a shame that those who are actually playing the game a lot are seen as kind of second-class citizens. Yeah, they'll find a way to shaft us. We complain about the rebalance system and we get punished with something even worse for us. Less protection. You got that, right? That's why I said what I said. Whoops. Too early. Caught you. They're putting that info out before meetup to stop the riot posse. Already questions being asked on some in competition of top players not going. That also means Nico, Carolina are safe. I hope so. Right move to not upset the spenders before Cyber Weekend. Oh yeah, absolutely. Let's do that. Not free hours of time, monetarily free. What's up, Asher? Do you remember the Free Software Foundation? And Linux. Linux is free. And they had to even specify how let me see. See if I can find the phrase. Okay. Yeah, free as in speech, not beer. That's it. And someone tried to say, one thing I want to point out is that free as in speech is often misused to refer to the GPL. While it is true that GPL software has nearly all the freedoms of public domain software, probably the most free software around, it is lacking the freedom to use the code in a proprietary code base. I would respond to that by saying even free speech has limitations. So them saying that it's misused because there's limitations is to tell me that they don't understand that free speech has limitations as well. And if you think free speech don't have limitations, you haven't been watching the news or court cases, because it definitely has limitations. Free speech speaks to a particular type of speech to a particular group. So it does not cover every single thing. Hate speech isn't covered. So yeah, that person's argument, and I looked at it and he only had like 2, probably him and his buddy, because that's not a good comment. But yeah, that's it. So another thing I always say is that you're gonna spend something in the game: time, money, or both. Martin, what's up, Shadow? Hope all is well. Call me crazy. You crazy? You crazy? Sorry, you told me to. But I don't see what everyone's coming about. As a free-to-play, I have a stack roster. I feel people just want free stuff without hustling. They absolutely do want that. But we also want our time to be valued. Like, and I've said this before, I don't care that people who spend have an advantage. But let me ask you this. How many, for your free-to-play roster, and I have a stack roster too, free-to-play, how many rank 4s do you have? The other black man, what's up, man? Fighting words aren't covered by free speech? Nope. Nico will always be safe. DLL made her. Yeah, I think people called out some things that they were probably uncomfortable with, like that. The Green Berets in Discord are biased. They say breaking rules, but they airbend every rule by gaslight. That's why I don't go over there. I ain't going there, but we know. Yeah, exactly, Nurser. Exactly. Currently working on my second rank 4. I just turned Valiant like a month ago. So here's the problem, Martin. I'm free to play. I have a stack roster. I have like hold on, let me look. So I can say it for sure. Oh, hey, I have more than I thought. All right, I have 11 rank 4s. The spenders have over 30 rank 4s. The problem isn't that they have more rank 4s than me. The problem is that I have 11 and they have over 30. Now, if I had 11 as a free-to-play and they were at 15, no problem. I'd have absolutely no problem with that. But that's the issue that a lot of us are having with the way the game is going. We're falling further and further behind, and it seems like if you want to, you know, have a huge, because that's a huge advantage in the competitive mode of the game. See, if it wasn't for the competitive modes, who cares? But for the competitive modes, they've made it. I mean, think about an Alliance Quest. They're about to change it to top 30 prestige. The people who have over 30 rank 4s, and they have high sig, there is nothing I can do to close that gap other than spend a ton of money. So in AQ, I'm not going to be able to compete with them because they can spend money and get high prestige. And Kabam made prestige also give them lots of rewards. So now if you're a casual player, then it don't matter. But if you are a competitive player and you want to, you know, actually compete, then it matters. I've seen comments that DLL's dad worked at Kabam high up, got him the job, which is why he got hired with his qualifications, was playing a musical instrument. So nepotism. Need to learn Nico and Carolina. Seth, yes you do. Carolina, hey. I'll probably do a video on Carolina. I have no idea if there's any truth to it, but it would make a heck of a lot of sense. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm free to play. I'm broke. I have 3 accounts. Valiant. I've only one rank 4 on each account. Yeah, Carolina is so fun. I've seen those stack rank 4s. They're crazy, but usually those whales don't know how to use them. But they do. Quite a few of them do. Working on my 13th rank 4. Mostly free to play, and I don't feel like I have a stack roster at all. I have one for a free to play. My account is probably at the top or near the top of the free to play. And that's where you can see the disparity. That's the problem that we have. It's the disparity. Like I said, if there was enough that, you know, if they, you know, spent money and they were ahead, I don't care that they are ahead. But they're in a completely different zip code. You know, it's like, you know, it's like you're living in the slums, but you can see the high rises, right? And you can work your way up closer to the high rises. There was a time when you could do that in this game. I couldn't compete with them money-wise, but I could compete with them time-wise. And so I was able to, you know, at least be close to them. Now I can't even see them. Not only can I not get close to them, I can't see them. And that is a problem. And I watched it happening over the years. Now they play a completely different game than us. No matter how well I do, how well my alliance does, we are never going to be in the top 5 AQ. Why? Money. Had nothing to do with skill. Just money. And that is the problem. I took the summer off, so don't really know those, and High Evolutionary and the Maker. High Evolutionary is the top prestige champ in the game right now. If you could close the gap without spending, nobody would spend. There was a time when I could close the gap, and they were spending. The problem is the model that Kabam has put forth. What they've given them to spend on would box them into a corner like that. They probably saw people spending less. But that's why they used to come out with new prestige champion, chase champions. Funny, I also have 11. Oh, nice. And Kabam making this change to keep their spenders. If they didn't do the top 30, they lose the yeah, see, and they should have just changed the model, but I guess they don't want to do that. I'm just waiting for the KT video to drop about what Kabam has done to the rebound. Me too. I want to see what he has to say about that. Because, I mean, he'd probably say it's a cop-out, but I see it as a brilliant move. They were in a no-win situation. A lose-lose. I agree with KT1 on that. I see this as really the only thing they could do to get out of it. I think it was a brilliant move and long overdue. You know, people are telling them, they're like, we can't wait. Come on, what you got to say? Different tax bracket. Exactly. And that brings up another point of why people tend to get upset over the spending thing. So compare Marvel Contest of Champions with Fortnite. Fortnite makes a lot of money, but the way they do it is not the way Marvel Contest of Champions does it. Okay? So here's the thing. You mentioned tax bracket, and that's a key point. In our reality, people that have more money have tons of advantages. Okay? That's just a fact, right? We know this. It's a fact of life. So when we come and play our leisure game, did you see how he just waited to get his special 3? When we come to our man, what is going on here? All right, here, come here. We don't want to see the same advantages. We come and play a game, right? And we're like, okay, everybody is on equal footing. The multimillionaire, he already got more houses than me. He's already got more cars than me. He probably got more women than me. He's got all these advantages in material things. But at least in the game, I can be equal to him. And then they do what they've done. Now, it reflects the same reality. The people that got more money, they now have more stuff than me. Again. Yeah, they can do whatever they want. I'm surprised they haven't gone for lags with him being honest about their BS. He's still got his promo code. Yeah, they're not going to stop it. He had videos out same time as CCP members had permission to post. So they know he has a snitch. Yeah. Which is why they sometimes don't tell us. It's out. Oh, he already put out the video? YT user? You know I'm going to watch it after my stream. Got to. Lags winning new watchers as he in competition after his boycott. But on, wait. But gets in as supposedly next in line, but on milestones, he wasn't next in line. A lot of shady shenanigans. It'll fool me into spending on November and Banquet. But they created this monster. Yeah, they did. The gap between free-to-play and pay to win only widens. Yeah, exactly. That's what they did. And exactly, I agree with you. There is nothing wrong with spending. Nothing. In fact, we need the spenders. We want the spenders. The problem is that they're catering too much. They could sell so many different things in this game that won't give them an unfair advantage. And that is the key. Having an advantage is one thing. Having an unfair advantage is another. All right. Yeah, let's do this. Hey, Jigglypuff, Jiggly. What's up, Jiggly? But yeah, we gonna see. I can't wait to watch his video. What does he think about this? Does he think it's a cop-out, or was it a brilliant move to get out of a no-win situation? I personally think it's a brilliant move. I think it was really the only thing they could do. Oh, I hate that. I've never learned to evade her special 2. And all the issues we've had with matchmaking and BGs. Yeah, it's the competitive modes. I could care less if it wasn't in competitive modes. Imagine a whale with a full deck of rank 4s going up against someone with a handful of rank 4s. Yeah. And it's not that you can't win, because you can. There are those that have large rosters that don't know how to play. You know? That happens. But then you have the times where they do, because it's still an advantage. Even if they can't make use of the advantage, it's still an advantage. Me going up against somebody who is an okay player but has 30 plus rank 4s means I gotta really play, because I'm gonna be punching up or equal, and that's with my roster. You got other people that ain't no way. I think dropping the program was a mistake. Some of us wait 6 months to see if it's okay. Well, yeah, but remember, it just goes back to the way it was before. Free-to-play have to make choices. Whales don't. That's a good point right there, Epignosis. But yeah, I now see, I didn't wait the 6 months because I saw that the program was already a fail. So that's why I think dropping the program was a brilliant move. It was already failed. It already wasn't doing what they said it was going to do. And we always go back to Serpent. What's the point of waiting 6 months if they're not going to do anything? Certainly not anything that'll help you. Those people spending tens of thousands are the main issue? No. They can spend as much as they want. It's Kabam's system that they have in place that makes spending tens of thousands give them such an advantage. So it's not the spenders that's the problem. It's the system. If they spent tens of thousands in Fortnite, is that a major issue? No. It's not. So they can spend, but it's Kabam and their decision to monetize in the way they did. So that's the problem. Not the spending. Add in the issues we face daily. Yeah. And get no compensation. Losing matches in a competitive game mode. The game crashes. Oh, yeah. You already know. Oh. Come on. Yeah. Woo. Almost lost that one. Their spending is fine because it's their money. Yep. It's the way Kabam handles that. That's the main issue. Agreed. Half dozen mama. What's up? How you doing? Kabam only learn their own game by watching content creators. But creators are not doing as much because there's too much to do. Kabam need to see the time in game more valuable. They claim that that's what they're gonna go do going forward. So let's see. Now, I don't blame anybody for not having a whole lot of faith in them doing that. because they have not proven themselves trustworthy. So we'll see. I was just referencing that based at how I was referenced as the problem. How you were referenced as the problem? What do you mean? You're not the problem. Kabam is, and how they've monetized the game. That's the issue. It's kind of like Serpent. Most of us agree that Serpent is a mess and needs to be rebalanced. I still took him up to rank 4, Sig 200. I still use him a lot. So you can't blame folks for spending and gaining a huge advantage when Kabam has set it up that way. Why not? Why wouldn't they? Ah. There we go. You'd think they would have learned 10 years late, but here we are. Travis, what's up, man? Do you know if there's a Kabam live stream tomorrow? I think so. I believe so. 11 years soon, right? Zemo! What up, man? Mickey! Oh, Mickey, you so fine, you blow my mind. Hey, Mickey. Hey, Mickey. Oh, Mickey, what a pity you don't understand. You take me by my heart when you take me by my hand. Oh, Mickey, what a pity. Yes, Zemo. In my Discord, Billy posted that up, and we looked at it earlier. They are doing away with it. And good riddance. It did not meet its obligations, and it became a joke. It was a straight up joke. Hope I'm not too late. Seems like a big discussion going on in the chat. Yeah, one that we usually have every so often. Hit him with it! Okay, Billy says stream is tomorrow. I think the options of time in the game makes it better for folks like me coming in new, making option for ways to train and grind. Yeah. Ooh. Also, spending or grinding for a champ and then finding out Kabam is going to rebalance it is very unsavory and unserious of a business to do. Or did you mean unsavory? Because it's definitely unsavory. What is that? Taxi Star? Tax 1 star? What's up, man? We honestly need a 7-star arena. Yeah, we'll see. Allow the free-to-play to put in the time. I know. And not just put in the time, but be rewarded for it. Oh, you definitely meant unserious? Okay. This is serious, serious. We will make you delirious, delirious. You should have a healthy fear of us. Too much of us is dangerous. Oh. Doctors tell the pharmacy types of pills that you and me, and he knows the harm that we can be if we're not taken carefully. Oh, man. Woo, back in the day. I said those spending tens of thousands were the bigger issue. It's now a big thing. Kabam gonna kabam. Yeah. Kalinka Kalinka song. I like. Say, I like the way you. But anyway, I forgot the words of that one. Twitch drop stream on the 8th and 9th at the meetup. Oh yeah, we got to remember that. Hey, hey! You can't evade my board. No evade for you. No evade. Oh, whoops. I did too quick. Oh, and a parry? How did you recover that fast? See, that ain't right. That right there? Ain't no freaking way he should have been able to recover that quickly. Wait. Respect to you from Russia. I got much respect for all peoples from everywhere. Yep. Yep, I've seen Oliver Twist. Isn't that where the song, what was it? Oh, what was it? The spaghetti song. How did that go? Boss said I gotta go back to work. All right. Have fun at work, man. Perfect frame reaction time. Yeah. I mean, I hit him as fast as I could. That's why I like the Spider Family. Taxi Star. How about we're all a family instead of 1 or 2 or 3 or 4? How about that? Let's see. It's Gruel. Come on. I'm gonna remember it in a minute. Dang it. That's gonna bug me. Oh, there it is. Thank you, half dozen mama. Woo! Food, glorious food. My sister actually knows the word to all the song. I don't know the whole song. I just remember that one. Food, glorious food. Oh, with something scrumptious. Currently at Mysterium. I'm getting there. I'm still in victory track. Relaxing. Having myself a ball. Ain't trying to rush into it. There's nothing quite like it. I tell you. Okay. There we go. Ooh. Ooh, I hate that slide back, boy. That slide back be pissing me off. I'm not sure what the next BG season is, but I want to push before it changes. Yeah, this one is not bad. This one's actually pretty cool in victory track. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Did you see how he dexed it? Woo! Caught him coming in. Man. He dexed my special. I won't marry on your daughter. You're 35. Okay. Wasn't really looking to marry, but okay. Oh. Hit him with it. There we go. You're at 160 points. Oh my goodness. What is victory track like this? Go. Nurser. It's actually pretty decent. As long as you have some good skill champs, it's the way that I like to see it. Skill champs that can cleanse have an advantage, right? But you don't have to use a skill champ necessarily to be able to do it. You know, they have an advantage because they'll get some furies when they cleanse stuff, right? But you can still fight and win with other champs. So I like that. So is trying to come in here and BS to LordShaedow. LordShaedow is not a BSer. I'm not. Sure enough, ain't. Kyril? Is that your name, Kyril? Oh, whoa, what was that? Oh, hey. Wow, I never knew that. Huh. Restream chat. I think they might have added something, or I may have just not noticed it. I want to try and push further than I have before Andy, so I'm going for C6. Ooh, not me. You ain't seeing me do that. What's your plans for them units you have? I'm sure Command would like to know. Cyber. We're gonna see what Cyber Week looks like, and I'll probably use some. I always get something. Whether I go really hard depends on what they got. And then whatever I don't get, I start working, saving it for the banquet. But right now, the things that will get my units are probably Sig Stones and rank up materials right now. Because I already have champs that I want. Now I need to take them up and sig them up. You know, Awakening Gem would definitely do it. Just an odd thing to ask. Pretty sure I did. Oh, I doubt he has faith in me. Oh, your prestige. I hate me some Matrix in BGs. Hate that he has spams SP1 regardless. Yeah. Neutralize. There you go. What? Yeah, buddy. Fun fact, Taxi. When I first heard someone mention Putin, I didn't know they were talking about a person, because we have another way of referring to farting, and it's Putin. P-O-O-T-I-N-G. So when I heard Putin, I was like, somebody Putin? I was like, and why are they mentioning that? So it must have been a real big poop. That was years ago, though. But there's a lot of champs that spam the SP1 even when you are holding block. You know Spider-Woman loves to do that. War Machine loves to do that. And it seems like a lot of the AI is starting to do that more often. And it is not fun. Not fun at all. Probably why they did it. Knockout. But yeah, the Battlegrounds meta right now for Victory Track is awesome. If they could just keep doing it like that. I canceled my own special. Wake up over there. Okay. Okay, I'm glad I was not the only one who didn't understand that they were talking about a Russian president not talking, but haha! No, you're not. You were not the only one. Now, granted, it was a long time ago, but I didn't know who the president was. I didn't know who it was. So when I heard that name, I thought somebody was talking about Putin. Every time people talk about Putin, I'm like, what? It was very confusing. Oh, man. But yeah, I want some rank up materials right now and Sig Stones. Need to get my champs up, ranked up, and sigged up. Dude just tried to beat me in BG's placing the Maker as a defender. They had Warlock Dust, and they put him down when my best option was Chi. I mean, the Maker is a fun champ, but he didn't strike me as a tough defender. So you won, right? They should have put Dust down or Warlock for sure over Maker. Those are definitely better defenders. But see, that's the kind of thing that can happen. It don't matter how many rank 4s they have if they do stuff like that. They squander their advantage. Oh no. Oh, how you gonna hit me like that, Hulk? Whee! That's how it is. You can ask Giz. I stole your girl while you was in prison, jail, for MC assault. You was jealous. It's all your fault. So speak Americano, I ain't playing golf with you. Putting it in the hole. We finger up my butt. Hell nah. Buy me punch for it. I'm a cheap cheat. Oh my goodness. Billy. Like they should have placed Warlock for defense. Yeah. Definitely should have. But hey. Sometimes. Somewhere over the rainbow. Way up. There is. Was it lands that we heard of once in a lullaby? All right. I gotta tell you, it blew my mind to find out more of the story of the Wizard of Oz. For years, all we had was the Wizard of Oz movie. And let me tell you, when I heard the whole story, oh my goodness, it changed my entire perception. I'm like, wow. And if you've watched Wicked, you know a little bit more. The Wizard of Oz was actually the bad guy, the original Wizard of Oz. And while the Wicked Witch was wicked by the time we saw her, she wasn't wicked originally, and actually became wicked because of an item that I believe the wizard gave her, and it actually corrupted her. And there were so many questions that you might not have thought to ask, like Glenda. Why did she and Elphaba, the Wicked Witch of the West, never fight? They never fought. And those ruby slippers that Dorothy got, those actually rightfully belonged to Elphaba. Telling you, it's a lot. I was so surprised to find out how deep it actually was. Do you know why Elphaba was green? Why did she turn out green like that? It was because of that same wizard who did something to the mom while she was pregnant with him. I'm telling you, man. I was in shock as I was learning more about that. I was like, wow. Yeah, they were friends. And do you remember in the scene where she dies and she's like, you know, oh, what a world, what a world. And you know how in Wicked, you know, they were singing alone. I mean, she was alone. Guess what? Elphaba did not die alone. Glenda actually came. When she was melting, you know, I'm melting, and all of that in the movie, in the book. She came there. And she was there with her friend when she died. Don't forget AQ. I never forget AQ. What's AQ? There's some weird subliminals back then. Yeah, they did have something weird. But it was something, man. How they treated Elphaba. The wizard turned everybody against her because he wanted her power. Oh my goodness. Oh no! Caught me going backwards. Now. Hit him with it! You're dead. You're already dead. Puff the magic dragon lives by the sea. Was it from a land called Honolulu? My sister had a friend called Honolulu. And she started singing that one time and told her that, you know, it's like, oh, cool, you know, your mom named you after, you know, that. And she was like, no, she didn't. My name is unique. It's you know, all this. And she went and asked her mom. And her mom was like, yeah, I did. Q is standing in line to watch Frankenstein? Or is that Frankenstein? I hope there's some twist in Wicked 2 where she's alive. That'd be interesting. God of the Abyss, what's up, man? But yeah, that was a story and a half, and I didn't even know it, because all we had was you know, The Wizard of Oz. I never read the book series or nothing like that, but my sister did. You know, she talked about the different sisters and that house. How about that? Where'd the house come from? I want you to think about the house that fell, that Dorothy was in, that fell on, right on a witch. Doesn't that seem odd? Do you know a storm that's gonna pick up a house and drop it directly on a witch? But you see, there was someone who was a helper, I guess you would say, to the wizard, who had the power to do that. So it could be that she did that to get rid of one of her rivals. Picked up a house and dropped it on her. And Dorothy was just kind of caught up. So, yeah, there's some stuff. Hope you have an uneventful day. I am about to go get something to eat, though. Because I can already feel my blood sugar dropping. Woohoo! LSD. Puff Magic Dragon. Puff, puff, give. Puff, puff, give. There you go. What's for lunch? I'm probably gonna have. I'm either gonna have. I'm gonna see what's over there, but I'll probably have either some ramen or some fries, ramen, fish, beans, or fries, fish, maybe some scrambled eggs, and some veggies. We shall see. If my sister cleaned out that pot, then I might have some. All right. That is gonna do it, guys, for today. Hit the like button if you would. Before you go, let me see who's let's see if anybody is raid eligible. Redirect. I see Legacy. And Pepe. All right, let's go. Hashtag out of the shadows. Whoops. Well, get rid of that last slash there. But anyway, take care. Tomorrow we'll be back. I'll probably be a little bit later because we have Dragon Arena in the other game, so I'll probably not start until maybe 2:30, somewhere around there, but we'll see. Maybe 2:30, 3, yeah. All right, take care, and you all have a blessed day.